Hello. I'm cooking, so give me a second. It is Saturday night, and I wanted to explain this video just a wee bit because it is very short by a couple of days. So it's very short by many days. I believe one of the last videos that I posted or that I filmed was Monday. Yeah, Monday. When we walked Macy. It was really cold. We had high gust wind coming. It was the cold was coming in. Maybe this way. We didn't get any snow or ice, thank God. But I think with walking Macy, Tuesday when I woke up, I was not feeling good. And by Wednesday, I was running a fever. So Tuesday I didn't film because I wasn't feeling good. I just wanted to kind of relax. I don't think I filmed anything on Tuesday. If I did, I'll insert it. But I just wanted to kind of relax. Wednesday, I left work early because I just couldn't anymore. I was running a fever. My throat was on fire. It was bad. So I really didn't film anything, so it's going to be a small video. Today I woke up, I curled my hair. I got a new curler I'm trying out. And I had to run someplace to buy some pickled beets for my mom and dad. My dad is coming up tomorrow. My mom loves pickled beets. And I got home, had lunch, and I was like, okay, I was going to do some yard work today. I was like, okay, I am starting to not feel good again. So I laid down and just took a very, very long nap and just decided, you know what, today is just going to be a day for me just to rest, to recover. Woke up, I feel great. And I always wake up feeling great. But after I woke up, instead of saying, I feel great, let's hit the ground running, I said, I feel great. I'm just going to sit here and just enjoy feeling great. And that's what I did. So, not running a fever. I'm feeling better. I think I'm on the back side of this. And at least I hope I'm on the back side of this. And so I've managed to only miss 4 hours of work. I've cooked every night. Make sure everyone had food. I didn't feel like it. And that's why this video is a little bit small. A little bit short. I'm not going to do anything tonight either. Tomorrow I'll share with you some stuff I got in the mail. I got a new Christmas tree. I've got to unpackage it because it came with holes in the box, and before I can store it, I got to patch those holes. But this is the video. Happy Sunday, everybody, and welcome to a new vlog. So if you watched last week's vlog, you know that I left off with the monthly grocery shopping and how tired I was and dinner. And I didn't get any of my decluttering done last week. We are going to hit the ground running today. Get that done. I've got to plant some bulbs, repot some plants. Today is a pretty busy day, and I set it up this way so that I didn't have anything on my list to declutter because of the monthly grocery shopping. Glad I did that. Also, I'm glad I also cook the dog food in the middle of the week because I don't have to do that, but I do have to meal prep still for us. So I just woke up. It is 7:41 in the morning. Super foggy out. It's really weird. It gets foggy in the morning and in the evening, and in the day it's a beautiful day. I think it's because of all the moisture that's being pushed in from the Gulf, but it's like that in winter, but it still kind of freaks me out, and I kind of think, Evil Dead. And so I'm just waiting for the fog to clear before I go out in my yard. I'll show you the new garden. I still haven't taken down the Christmas lights in the backyard because I'm enjoying them way too much, and my husband's like, just keep them up for a little bit longer. Okay, so there are some things that I am implementing in my new yearly routine. I implemented a bunch of stuff at the beginning of last year's routine, like writing in a journal every day, meditating, making sure I'm taking my medication every morning, stuff like that. And done it for a year. I enjoy it. This year, I have, you followed my Vlogmas in 2023, you will know that I made my own planner. And today is the last day in my planner. And I switched it to my new planner, which, again, I made. Same book, not same drawings, but it's just a bullet journal, and I drew everything. I'll show it to you in a little bit. Been pretty happy with the planner. I have to start my next year planner by June of this year. I'll have to start it in June to have it ready for the New Year's, so that I'm not trying to finish it off during Christmas time. It works out really, really well. However, I implemented something else in this year, and it's this book. And yes, it looks like another planner, but let me show you what I'm doing. It's like a 90-day check-in list that I'm doing, or check-in report journal that I'm doing. Let me turn you around and show you. So it's pretty simple. What I do is every day I go in and I put the date, and then I put I feel grateful for, and how I feel for the day. I just color that in. Sleep, tired, rested, a bar to show how, if I've gotten enough sleep. I write my goals down. My goals are, I put what step am I focused on. My goals are usually my priorities. Then I write down my yesterday wins, and I put one thing I'm avoiding, which will probably be the dining room, decluttering the dining room closet. Then I have a habit tracker. It changes every day. This one says, excuse me, this one says, who has had the greatest impact on my life for today? And as you see here, it changes every day. It's just a prompts to make me think a little bit. And then after I finish that, I journal in my journal. So I'm going to get those two things done. The other thing I'm going to do after I journal is in the morning time. Now, if I'm at work, I have to wait until my break, but I tried to read one chapter in the morning and one at night. Of course, I'm reading more than that, but I am reading this book. I'm trying to read different genres of books this year. I'll show you how I have it set up in my new planner in a little bit. But right now I am reading this book, and it's great. It's called Wonderful Tonight by Patty Boyd. She was the wife to George Harrison of the Beatles and Eric Clapton. Songs like Layla, Something for You Blue, Wonderful Tonight were written about her. It's a really, really good book. I'm only at chapter 6. See, that's a picture of Paul McCartney and John Lennon, but it's been a really, really good book. It talks about her childhood, talks about her upbringing, her model years, and then I've gotten to where she just married George Harrison. So it's a really good book. But my books I'm reading, it's either Audible or it's physical, and I wanted to start the year off on a physical book. So I'm going to go ahead, finish my coffee, take my medicine, and then we're going to start working on stuff. Okay, I thought while I'm sitting here and the lights are on, because when James wakes up, he likes to turn off this overhead light in the office, I'd go ahead and declutter my desk. As you see, that drawer is horrible. This drawer is fine. This is where the cats sleep. And then I actually decluttered this a few weeks ago. I bought this desk organizer, and it looks beautiful. I absolutely love it. And then on the other side, I had decluttered this one and put another desk organizer here. But this one needs to be decluttered. This one needs to be decluttered, and this one definitely needs to be decluttered. Whew. All right, so I'm going to start, and I'll show you the after product. This drawer is much more cleaned up. In this drawer, I was able to put, Macy, you want to move, sweetheart? Come on, move. I went ahead and I put this where I put my journal, my day planner. This planner here is just for doodling and learning. I'm just drawing, teaching myself to draw different things. My bird book. This drawer is all of our paper products that I use. And then this drawer is candles and all of my glasses that I have. I don't throw away my glasses because you never know when you need them. So though that is a very, very small step of decluttering, that is done, and I've actually was avoiding that because of that one drawer with all my candles. It actually had a lot of my needle cross-stitching stuff, so I put that in a craft bag. I'm trying to start a craft bag so I can carry it around the house and craft whenever I get the urge to. So yeah, let's move on to the next declutter area. I need to get dressed first. Woo, the wind's kicking up. Okay, so my plan is I want to try to save these poinsettias. I actually watched somebody save theirs from the year before, and I was like, that's awesome. So I have this larger planter that, and I have more soil. I just grabbed this bag. And so I'm going to plant both of them in here and then put it inside because it's pretty cold, as you see. They did get a little bit of damage from the cold one night, but we're gonna go ahead and repot these and see if we can save them for next Christmas. Okay, so they are planted up, and I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna give them some water. They have a catch tray, which is awesome. I'm gonna go with all my other plants and kind of frees up a spot for more plants in my window. It is super windy outside, so I'm not going to plant my bulbs today. I don't want to fight the wind. It's cold and windy. I don't want to get sick. So I'm going to do that later on. We're moving on to decluttering. And I'm going to declutter this area first because it's going to kind of actually feed into another area of the house I'm going to declutter. I'll show you what I'm doing. So this little thing, I need to go ahead and declutter, take care of everything. So let me set you up and we'll declutter this area, clean it really good because it hasn't been clean in forever. You know, it's one of those out of sight, out of mind situations. Remember how I just said that one feeds into the other? Well, I'm going to take all of these games and everything out, and that's where they're going to go, is in that little shop cabinet, because we play games back there. I got it all in there. I've got plenty of room back there, but I also put all my napkins in here, and those napkins I pulled out, the blue ones, put them in the washing machine so we could start using them, and that I think is done. So because I already started over here, I figured I would go ahead and finish over here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this stuff, but I'm gonna pull it out, see what we have. Some of it might actually be donated, especially where it comes to DVDs. It's gotten to the point where you can actually just watch stuff on the internet, and we don't have a DVD player, so it just depends on the DVD I'm keeping it or not. And I'll have my husband go through and see if he wants to keep certain DVDs as well. I'm going to put a lot of stuff back in. A lot of it's like my mom's wedding book, my baby book, my high school yearbook. The only one I really cared, my grandfather's discharge papers from the Army. And then it's got like Rush tour book that I went to, the last Rush concert I went to. Both the Cure programs, I was big into them in high school. I absolutely loved them. Both Paul McCartney tour programs. I actually didn't go to this tour. My mom went, but I went to that one. My mom was a huge Paul McCartney fan. Let's see here. First year we went to Sherwood Ren Fair, which was its 10th anniversary. Tower of London tour program from like the 80s when my mom went. 1 second. Macy, go. Macy, go. Cirque du Soleil programs. Oh, the B-29 bomber that I absolutely love. Whenever I was a kid, we went, it was called the Confederate Air Force, but now it's the Commemorative Air Force. And we went to an air show and saw it a couple of times. But this one time, we bought this program, which my dad really didn't buy programs for us at all. But we bought this program because this man was there and he had me do an autograph. And if you look here, that guy right there that autographed it, his name is Paul Tibbets. He's the one that was flying the Enola Gay. Didn't know that until I started looking through this years ago. I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah. Then we've got when Princess Diana's thing was going across the country after her passing away. I went to it in Houston and went to that along with the Imperial Rome exhibit. And those are programs from that. And then the Nine Inch Nails tour program with Keith that I went to, the last Nine Inch Nails concert I went to. So, the other things I have is like a Dallas Now and Then book. I love these Now and Then books. It's really kind of cool. Probably gonna leave that out for the coffee table along with my Life magazines. I don't know. I might put these back in here. These are all Life magazines from the space program, the Apollo space program. So I'll probably put these back in for right now. Yeah. Now, oh, and then when Houston won its first World Series. Now, let's see, put in the DVDs I want to keep. I do have this VHS tape from the 2010. It's not in year 2010. 2010, A Space Odyssey's on it, but my mom recorded the crash of the Challenger. Keep that. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back in and neatly, and I'll show you the after whenever I'm done. So the way I have this is all the programs and mementos. These are Blu-rays. I gotta have James go through it and see if he wants to keep those. Then over here, these are PS4 games. James told me to hold on to them. We can give them to Aiden. And in the very, very back, as you see back there, those are all the DVDs I'm going to keep. Not very many. We used to have a lot more before we moved here. I got rid of a ton. But I'm going to have James go through the Blu-rays, see if he wants to keep those. There are certain DVDs that we're keeping, such as like my son's graduation from boot camp, stuff like that. So that is cleaned out. Those are definitely getting donated. I need to clean this whole area up. And I have one more area to declutter. Well, I have two more areas. I got to do that stupid closet. So dreading it. I mean, it's easy to clean out. It's just a pain at the same time. So, let's go do that. Now, everything I'm taking out and not putting back in. I have a spot on the table for it all right over there. I have a spot for everything. It's just I have to declutter part A to put it into part B type thing. So we're doing the closet now. This closet, I don't know why. It's not really, it's bad down here, but up here it's okay. I still got to pull stuff out because I got stuff to sell there that I want to sell. But I'm going to start up top, bring it down. I'm going to clean stuff as I, before I put it back up. A lot of this stuff is going right back up there, like my sewing machine, but this whole area, it's coming out. Okay, so this is the aftermath of it. I've got to clean stuff up. I got to go through all of these, see what I want to keep, what I don't. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I may keep one of these drawers to put on top because things like this box is not going to go back up on top. That's my Warhammer army, and so I'm going to have my son clean those so we can sell them. So let me put everything back together, clean it all, and put it back up on top, or put it back in what needs to go back in the closet, back in the closet. All right, so I got this all cleaned up. Basically up here, this is a box of photos. I need to buy a big scrapbook and go through that. And then that's all my crafts in these 3 bags. My sewing stuff is up there. So now I need to work on the bottom, which is in the other china cabinet. All right, so I took a moment to actually clean up the whole area a little bit. Now I'm going to be doing this china cabinet. Now I know these 2 and this one, except for there is a few things. There's some Fiesta ware in that. That's Christmas glasses and that's holiday stuff. But the rest of it has a lot of china in it and whatnots. And so I invested in a china storage kit. And so I'm going to start putting all my coffee cups in here and try to clear up some of those drawers. So I'll show you, what it looks like right now. So this drawer here, there's china in it. This drawer has candles and some of the Fiesta ware china in it. And I want to keep it to like some of the candles. This drawer has my, as I said, my Christmas lights and some of my Fiesta ware. This drawer has my childhood stuff in it. This drawer, Fiesta ware. This drawer has my spring summer china, which is my grandmother's. And this drawer has some china in it, some sconces, stuff like that. All of these cups are put in. Some of them are actually, I could fit in these. Now I'm going to put them in the bottom of that closet over there. And then I've got plates to do, so I'm just going to continue to go until I have it all done. I'm super happy about this. So I was able to place all of my china except for the china that I have out, which is the gray and silver stuff, my mom and dad's wedding china, and the summer spring china they use, it's pink with roses, in here. And so this is all set up, safe, ready to go. Those are Tiffany children plates my mom bought us when we were kids. Now I'll just close that off. And over here I have just candles in this drawer. This drawer is empty. This drawer has all that spring china in it. This drawer has the sconces still and that pink, I use it for Valentine's Day platter. This has my childhood stuff in it still. This has Christmas only. I already put that. And this is empty. And then these have all the holiday stuff, which I went through and decluttered, even though it doesn't look like it, a few months ago, so I'm okay with that. So now I just need to clean up the table and we are done. I've decluttered everything. Stuff is in the trash. It needs to go in the trash. This is going to be a project next week. I have to do because one of my flag cases broke. And super happy that I did it. Oh, hello, everybody. I'm going to be honest with you. I am starving right now. But I am in the home stretch of getting the rest of what I need to have done on a Sunday done. And that is, I've got to meal prep for the week. How I meal prep is I only cook meals that are for Monday, Tuesday, well, it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Do I cook? No, Wednesday's usually leftovers. So I was like, wait a minute, I don't cook that many days. I did have a cookbook that I was using called Cook Once, Eat All Week, and it really set me up for success to do this. It's a lot less stressful in the evenings for me to be able to meal prep and get that taken care of. I didn't do it at all last week because, you know, it was New Year's Eve. It was crazy. That's what I'm doing now. Plus I have to divide up the meat that we bought yesterday, because we don't eat 1 pound. Very rarely do we eat 1 pound of ground beef in a sitting. It's usually a ½ pound for the 3 of us. I'm gonna get my broccoli in the steamer. So that's going. Before I start cooking stuff, I'm going to start dividing up stuff that I can divide up that isn't really, really messy. It's also really great because I don't have a lot of dishes through the week, so it's less water that I have to run throughout the week. It's really nice. I love meal prepping, but as I said, I am starving. So I keep these glass containers all the time. And what I do, and James asked me, are you going to be doing that for me? Is we got some snack mix, and I just put it all into the glass jar, and then I give it to him so he can keep it on his desk. Okay, that's done for him. Next up, I got to do the rolling oats, which I'm thinking about just leaving it in this bag until I start emptying out, because I already have 4 containers already, 4 jars. So I think I'm gonna leave it in this bag instead over here. I'm eating some of the trail mix. I'm so hungry. Ground beef. So as I said, we very rarely use 1 pound, but I am gonna be cooking 1 pound for tacos for later on this week. All these others, which is 7 pounds, I'm gonna divide up into half. So we'll have 14 meals with this. So I can get started on that so I can get them frozen. Okay, so there's all of the ground beef. The chicken is easy. I just have to separate it in its regular bag, and then I'll freeze it all. I've got the meat for tonight cooked, and then I have a full pound. This is going to be tacos on Tuesday. I'm cooking right now, and I've got the potatoes boiling for mashed potatoes tonight. As I said, broccoli there, and then I'm about to make the cheese part, the soup part of the broccoli cheese soup. So James just asked me if I can make the broccoli cheese soup from scratch. And I was like, that's cool. The broccoli part, I like my broccoli really, really, really non-crispy in my cheese soup. That takes the longest, so I'm okay with that because putting the soup together is super easy. And I think I'm gonna have this. It is a spinach harvest salad bowl. It is so good because the ground beef is almost done. I got 43 minutes for the potatoes to be done, and I have to let the ground beef completely cool off. Luckily, I don't have to do the dog food this week, or dog food right now. I need to go order some more bone meal for them for their stuff, which I'm going to do while I eat my lunch, and just wait for everything to be done so I can completely clean up the kitchen, and yes, I'm done with my chores. So here is Sunday night's dinner. It's the last of our bag salads, some green beans, and cottage pie or shepherd's pie. Well, it's cottage pie because it's ground beef. Make it a little bit different. I put cheese on it. Happy Monday morning, everybody. I'm taking a 5-minute break from my job, 15-minute break, so I can curl my hair. That cold front came through last night, and oh my gosh, I'm so glad I have a heater. Just gonna say that because it is super cold outside, 24 degrees, and that's cold for us. So I'm back at work, taking a break. As I said, got my hair in curlers. I'm just playing with my curlers today. James just went and got the leash, and there she went.
Like, they'll never find
Macy, come on in.
They'll never find
Come on, Macy. honestly, about 15 minutes ago, I didn't want to do this at all. And James didn't want to do this, but I was like, no, we have to do this. And she just, I don't know why she doesn't like the leash. She just doesn't like the leash.
Are you crazy?
But once we get her on it, she's fine.
Hey, Macy. Come here. Not falling for it. Don't be a rabbit dog.
Believe it or not, that going on that walk was a major win for us, because a year ago we would have said, it's too cold, I don't want to do it, you know, and both of us have been like, well, we'll just wait. You know, that's I'm very proud of us about it, because for this to be, I wouldn't say the first cold front, but it's the first time we've gone below freezing. Usually when that happens here, both of us just kind of like seize up and get under blankets, and we don't do anything. My coffee. Nope, this is James's coffee. That was a big win for us. Now, I had, like, seriously, I was like, I'm not going to do anything else today. I'm just going to stay under blankets, because I did that, and I was very proud of myself. But I do need to declutter this drawer. Let me show you. All right, this is the drawer that needs to be decluttered. Can at least get this done. That way, I have one less thing I have to do later on this week. So I did keep a few of my owner's manuals. A lot of them, I was like, we don't need those. I kept it for, like, our new stove, my vacuum seal, my KitchenAid, and this thing that James bought for smoking. So it's a lot better than what it was. I didn't get rid of a lot out of this drawer, because we do use everything in the drawer. It's usually like weird lights that we use. This is for plugins, tapes, and everything. These are going to go back in James's area for his toolbox, and then this is my crafting stuff, so that can go. So yesterday I made that taco meat, and I made it for this chili. This is the best chili ever. All you need is a small can of tomato sauce, 2 cans of chili beans, some Rotel, and taco meat. You can put some onions in it if you want. And it's called Frito Pie chili. And we have Fritos, so that's what we're going to have. It only takes 3 minutes to cook on the crock pot. See, it's warming already. So we can have it anytime. It's 6 o'clock. We'll probably have it about 6:30 when everyone wants to start to eat. And, you know, we're not going to have a salad with it or anything. It's just going to be this Frito bowls for everybody. I don't even want to open up the door. She's on squirrel alert because the squirrels are out. Drives her nuts. It's just a wet day. It's supposed to get below freezing later on today. It's 1 degree above freezing. So I was hoping for some snow that doesn't accumulate on the ground. It is gotten nasty outside, like nasty, to the point where I went and put on my PJs because A, it's Spoon for Yourself night, B, it's nasty outside. Also, I wasn't feeling very well, so I went to lay down again. So I'm just gonna take tonight easy, not push myself to do anything. I'm gonna curl up under a blanket, watch some movies, just take it easy tonight so I can heal completely, because it's just nasty outside. And before I forget, breakfast casserole for dinner. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm actually closing it out this week. Yay. If you did, give me a thumbs up. I'll see you next week.